Should I tell him try now? Or what are you gonna do?
Man, where's the computer? Why are we on here?
Because I got to bring up Thinkorswim. Everybody's having problems.
Hello. There's Dennis.
What'd you do?
I had scheduled it. I shouldn't have to do that.
Out this text with the wrong number on it.
You shouldn't have to, I had to schedule this. You're not supposed to have to schedule this.
Chuck and Delos can't get in.
Hello.
Get in trouble.
Tony said it's invalid number.
Yeah, it should be, I think a 0 instead of a 9 on the end of the ID number.
No, that's our ID number.
Yeah, but somebody sent it out as, it's the wrong, which one is the 567890?
That's supposed to be the code. You have an ID number, which is that 404-543-4760.
Chuck and Tony can't get in.
Let me see. One of them is wrong though, because I went back to the other one. Whoever sent that text out about not having to log in again. Whoever did it put the wrong number in.
What's the number on the other one that you have?
Well, I'm trying to find it now. Trying to see who sent that text out.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. That was the number that we put in for, at least I put in.
They just tried it. It's wrong. Something, right? Delos, what'd you do to get in?
Oh,
Delos left.
Now, let me go back to my email.
Wow, this is crazy.
Okay, somebody put the meeting ID in. The last 4 numbers was 4769. It should be 4760.
0. Are you kidding?
Yeah. No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, man.
I had to go back and look at my original number.
That is me. I'm sorry. Tell them to
Send a new link. They're saying send a new link through email, Jason.
tell them the ID number is wrong. Should be 4760. My bad.
Gotta put your glasses on now, Dennis.
My glasses was on.
Drop pause. Just say ID 4760.
No, 404-543-4760. Hey, Chucky.
What's going on?
That's my fault. I had the wrong ID number.
Oh, that's all right. I went back into a meeting before and just clicked on it, and it took me in.
Hello, saying new email.
Just tell Devo to use one of the old links.
You don't know what people are going through. If he asked for that, that's probably what he wants. That's Delos right there.
Yeah, I sent Delos the text. He should, I guess he'll come in a minute.
That's him. He's coming on.
Okay.
Now we missing Tony.
somebody send Tony a message?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I sent it through the traders. I sent the ID, the correct ID through there. There he is. Everybody's coming in.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Tony, sorry, my fault. I
Not
set
much.
mine instead of a 0 on that tape.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah. It happens sometimes.
Technical difficulty.
Sorry about that.
Janetta, you and Gerald trying to send some message because I see half of each of y'all's face.
Oh,
Now, what's the message here? I don't get it.
Usually I'm the one in here.
Yeah.
Okay,
She ducks out. She usually ducks out.
okay.
Uh,
I don't think Yellow's got it. You can unmute Yellow.
There's Tony.
yeah,
Della.
my camera keeps fading. I don't know what's going on. It always fades out.
Can you hear us, Della?
We can see you fine, Tony.
Yeah,
Hello, can you hear?
No, he's saying he don't have audio.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
We're all over the board today. Maybe we ought to all go to bed.
I just woke up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Say, Dennis, I had to get some of your Roku stock today.
Oh, you got something? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled out of something, and I said, let me try Roku out. I know that's one of your favorites, so.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
I've been riding Roku like a winning racehorse, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony, when you said that, I went and looked at it. I was like, good gracious.
Well, I looked at Beyond Meat too, but yeah, you know, that Beyond was good. I was looking Beyond, and I was thinking about jumping back into Wayfarer, but I said, let me go with Roku.
So did you pick up that Beyond Meat, Tom?
Did I pick up what?
Did you pick up the Beyond Meat?
No, I didn't. I was looking at Gerald told me about it, but I was looking at that. But yeah, I just picked up the Roku. Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting 100 shares of one of these airline companies just to go on to see what happened.
Oh yeah, it'd probably be good while it's low. You know, it's going to eventually pick back up. So just get in and hold on to it.
Yeah, I got to talk to my guru first, so.
Yellow's come on here again. Let's see if he got audio this time. Y'all still not open in Missouri, right? It's halfway.
Yeah, a little bit. Not even halfway, but you know.
They opened it up, but ain't nobody going around nowhere.
Man, these people crazy in Georgia, bro. They full bore.
My niece sent me a thing, and same thing in Texas. They're going to open up barbershops and everything.
Yeah, in Texas area, they got some stuff open. Yeah.
And you know who's going to run to the barbershops and the salons or whatever. Us.
Hey, Gerald, why don't y'all pause the recording until we come out?
I freaking assassinated, you idiot.
You know, that's another thing I'm surprised that you don't hear anything about any assassination attempts or anything. Yeah. You know, usually, you know, they keeping it really quiet. I'm sure he's gonna had several. Yeah.
Well, I think they're more afraid of.
Just to kind of like you all have been doing it, right? You kind of like vicariously kind of learn this in a unique way, right? So you everybody's rolling out of trades and rolling back into trades and all that, right? So that activity, right, is that's typically what day traders do. They just do it at a much larger volume, right? So when I say a much larger volume, where you might do it once a day or once every other day, they're doing it, 15 times a day, when it starts.
Gerald, hit the record button now. Oh, you got it. Good deal.
Go
So
back, please.
Huh?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So where you might have a lot of things that we're putting together, a lot of moves that we're making. People texting saying, "Hey, I'm rolling out of this, rolling into that." Part of that is because you're getting better at identifying when you have made a gain, right? So we all know typically you don't have to wait till Friday to let it expire, right? So we've all come that far. We all know that we can get in and out of a trade whenever we want to, especially if it's profitable. You know, if you was paid 800 and you can get out for 200 and it's Tuesday, why not? I would. I mean, I would take that and roll it into another week. So I wanted to give an example. Pull up my inbox here. I sent some stuff to myself. I think it's this one. Let me know if it's too small. Not that one yet, but we will talk about that one, what I just had up there. All right, so this is what I wanted to show everybody, right? So I had this, come on. Can't, let me see. Okay, there we go. Well, you still can't see it though. What? Where did it go? Okay. The file does not have a program associated with it to perform this action. Please install a program. What the crap? All right. So man. I'll text everybody what this is. So what it is, right? I took a Roku trade, and as a test, I wanted to see how many times in a day I could get out of it. How many times in a day can I get out of it, go back in, get out of it, go back in? And I started early in the morning, and what you'll see when I send it to you, just before, I think it was 12 o'clock, I went, let me see if I can text it to you all and you can look it up on your phone. Hold on. Actually, I can email it and you should be able to open it up that way. Let me do that. Forward. Because I want you all to see kind of what I did here.
You just turned into a day trade on
Nope. I was doing a test. So Michael F, and that is Tony, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Chuck. All right. So when you guys get that, you can open it up and you'll see kind of what I did, right? So I just wanted to see how many times I can get in and out of a trade in one day. And still, so I wanted to make sure that I did this on a Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just sent that to you all's email. All right, so what you'll see there's three line items, right? I wanted to see how much I could collect in one at one time. And so what you'll see there is let me see, sent. Okay, I'm gonna open it up. And what you'll see there is I got in a May 8th. I did it all in the same week. I got in a May 8th trade at the 103 strike price. I got in the trade and got out of the trade in 10 minutes and collected $141. 15 minutes later, the market started to move again. I got back in at the 112 strike point 5 minutes later, it had moved to where I can collect 25, so I grabbed it. I got back in the market. It corrected again. There was an opportunity for me to collect 32.50. I got right back out of it, and today I'll show you what I did after I collected that money right there. So that was just like 190. What is it? $198.
Yeah, 198.
I collected all of that in between the time of 9 in the morning and 11:45.
So how much did it cost you to
That's
buy
what
buy out of it?
So I'll have to pull up those transactions, but
Okay.
for me, I'm not worried about the buy-in because I'm collecting net pay every time I made a move. So I just collected I just collected 198 in like an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. Okay, but to buy it back on the buyout, I guess it was pretty high. You probably had to pay some money to close those out, right?
Yeah, but so the problem is it didn't matter what I paid to close them because I was gaining every time I did that. So if I close 10 of those a day, I don't care if you want 500 back. If I can get in at 400, and then 30 minutes later I can buy out of it for 300 and keep $100. If I can do that 10 times in one day, I've made $1,000 in one day. It don't matter what it costs to get out of it. I collected I would have collected $1,000 in one day.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you said just have to look at the numbers, like saying just as long as you're on the positive side when you close out.
Yeah, as long you can't be on the negative. If you're going to be on the negative, you might as well keep.
Yeah.
You might as well stay. You might as well stand fast.
Yeah.
But so let me show you what that ended up looking like. So I came back in. So I did all that on 5/4. Okay. I came right back. So I said, hey, I'm cool for the day. I made $198, right? Just to hit a few buttons, right? In and out of the trade. All I did was came in today and put on a real trade like we've been taught to do and just collected 409. So in the Roku in 1 week, I'll keep this 409 deal on, right? Unless it does something miraculous where if I can buy it back for $100, I'll do it. But I'll keep this trade on till Friday, won't even sweat it. But I've already collected the 198. That was in the clipping of the email I sent. Then I came back in on Tuesday and said, hey, okay, I did a little test on Monday just to see how it was gonna go. I'm okay with how it worked out. So I'm gonna come back in here and do 409 right quick. Then I'll leave that trade on. So for the week, I would have collected 409 plus 198. For the week for one contract. I mean, I wanted to compare what we're doing to all of the hype around, someone saying they're day trading. How much more work is it versus, hey, just lay a contract down and let it expire, or if you continue to look at it, you'll be able to see that you've gained money, from it. So every week, every day, I'm sure you all are looking at it all the time. If you get $400 for a contract and you can buy it back for $50, there's really no need to wait till Friday to let that expire. You keep 350 and get 50 of it back half the time, and then roll it into something like I just did here. Just roll it back into something either the same week or the following week, because the name of the game is to collect the cash. Like I'm not trying to see how many contracts can expire worthless on Friday. The more money you collect, well, so you just want to collect money. And I didn't start these meetings off that way because you really get confused. Like, what are you talking about? So now that you all are rolling in and out of contracts, you already know what the name of the game is. So I get this 409 right here, right? If Thursday come and the stock is moved up to where this value is now $75, why would I sit there for one more day to collect $75 when I could just roll out and roll into something else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something that, doesn't have the same volatility, or something a little safe, like Disney. Disney is a very safe haven for stock traders. They don't move a whole lot, and they do pay a dividend. And if we look at Disney today, right? So today's Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Let me go here, and we can see what I'm saying. So Disney is Disney rolled out Disney Plus. I think does everybody know that Disney owns ESPN and all that?
Yep.
I don't know if I knew that. Yeah, I did hear that wrong for a while.
Yeah, Disney owns ESPN 1, 2, the Spanish ESPN. They own it all. Let me see. So, from the fundamental analysis, right? 63% of Disney is held by financial institutions. They 52-week high was 153, $182 billion market cap, right? So there is a ton of people invested in the success of this company. They pay a dividend, which is good. Anybody watch Shark Tank? It's a guy on there call himself Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah. Yep.
He's always he's a big Russell 2000 fan. Most of the Russell 2000 pays a dividend, and that's why he likes it, right? So his claim to fame is he's never wanting to invest his money into somebody that don't want to share their wealth with him back.
Yeah.
So he
What's
likes
that, before you move on, what's the EPS, the earnings per share?
earnings per share, yeah. And we'll go over that soon.
Okay.
We'll go over that real soon, Gerald. Seeing that you just brought it up anyway. But yeah, the earnings per share, so you can kind of understand what it means, if the number is low or high or whatever. But when you got this much market cap, the earnings per share is probably going to be small. We'll look at some other earnings per share so you can kind of compare them and see the difference. What I wanted to show you all is on the options chain. When you come in here, right, and we can even, no, you know what? Let's just do the 3-day. So even at a 3-day, right, and I do all. Come on, slow. All right. So we open this up, right? Look at the dividends here. Now tomorrow is Wednesday, but look at I don't know if you can see this, but the 101 is these three right here starts in the money. I know it's kind of light. I can
We
tell. I
don't
can
see
hardly.
anything.
We don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. You still on the, yeah, I'm still seeing the summary page.
All right, let me see if did you guys see that?
No.
No, we still got the chart.
Huh. So let me go to screen share because I might have.
Share a new screen.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what I have to do all the time.
Yeah, I saw that had happened to you yesterday.
There you
Can
go.
y'all see it now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see it now.
All right. So this 3 days to expiration, right, on a company like Disney. And what you're gonna see here is just how safe Disney is. So I throw these out there because you always want to know how to continue to build. You don't want to have to jump in companies that's selling at $300 and $400 in order to make good premium, right? The risk is the same, but overall, it's so right here is so this from 101. These three right here, because I know you can't see them. These represent the basically at the money. So currently it's now understand time decay, right? So here we are sitting at Wednesday, being tomorrow's Wednesday.
Yep.
Does anybody think that what I just showed you on the last page, if Roku let me buy that $409 contract back for $300, I mean, let me buy it back for $100, I get to keep 300 of that. Why wouldn't I just come over and roll in here and grab me a 98 strike if Roku's premiums are not to my liking? Basically, if they make me get too close, then I'll roll out of them all together. And that's a big part of why you have a list of 10 to 15 companies that you watch, because you need to know where to go to spend the night. So you act like a homeless shelter and you say, hey, I know this homeless shelter over here closes at 6 and they stop serving food at 5. Like you wouldn't believe the people on the streets, right? They know where stuff is and they know what time it closed and when they can get a meal and what time they got to be in the house.
Mm-hmm.
All the rules they didn't follow that may have caused them to be out there on the street to begin with. They'll follow when they have to, but these same rules apply here. You need to know where you can go. You need to know what it's trading at. You need to know, hey, if I roll out of here, you ought to have a strategy to exit when you enter. I'm going to buy it back and go to Disney, or I'm going to do this with Disney and go over here. And you need to have all that stuff kind of wrote down. And it's just like you training yourself. You're training yourself to just be the best business entrepreneurial person you can be and make as much money as you possibly can for your company. And that's your job. That's what you get paid to do. You get paid to move money around. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to do it. You know, if it's especially on Monday and Tuesday, I know some of us wait for Tuesday, some of us, get some action in on Monday, and it's perfectly your preference. There's not a, hey, you're going to lose if you do it that way, or you're going to lose if you do it that way. It's your personal preference. Try getting in on Monday out, right? Then try getting in on Tuesday out. Like just try those things. As long as you got your companies and they're solid, then your strategy can change around a little bit. But just keep in mind that that's what you get paid to do. You get paid to move funds around from one business to the next, and that's kind of what we do day in and day out. That was part of what I just showed you that I did on Monday. That email that I sent to everybody. That's part of what day traders do every day. That's their strategy. Some day traders trade options. Some day traders trade stocks only. And I'll go into this right now and show you. Some day traders don't want to wait a week and sell a put contract. They want to dive right into the call side right away, and I'm gonna show you all how to do that. Screen sharing has stopped as your share window is closed. Okay. All right, let me go back and share the screen. Oh, ready. Okay. All right, back up. So, before, and I told you all, I learned everything the hard way. I never knew that you guys went immediately to look at an options chart. I'm about to show you the options chart, the only options chart that I had privy to for like a year and a half. Looks nothing like the nice fancy Lincoln that you've been looking at. This is a Lee car. Does anybody know what a Lee car is?
No.
Okay, let me pull up a Lee car. I think it's the Lee car. I think it must, oh, there you go. This is the Lee car. Now, this is what I got to drive, right? Right out of option school. That I lost so much money. That probably was the car I was gonna have to buy.
The car.
Yeah. So this is the Lee car, right? I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's the Lee car.
Yeah.
So this fancy mamma jamma that you've been looking at. So now look at the options chain. It's gonna have to have. I'm just gonna ask me to share again. Hold on. I'll do that last. So here we go. So on this tab, right before they had that fancy option chart, I used to have to come in here. I used to have to go to trade, and I would have to go to options. I would have to, come on, I would have to manually fill all this in myself. So I'm gonna do an example, right? So I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna do a single order. I'm gonna do Disney. I would have to come in here, hit. Now this is the options chain that I looked at for years. Looks nothing like that other screen. I used to have to come in here and pick which ones that I wanted. It looks similar, right? But that other one is way much fancier. I think the color coordination, the stuff you can pick from. You notice on here, you can't get the delta, the theta, the any of that. You would have to almost calculate that stuff up yourself. And that's when I realized I was trying to calculate something that I couldn't use, and ruled it out as something that I needed to take with me going forward. And then they start populating it. They just start populating it for everybody anyway. So I didn't have to do the math. But so you would come in here, right? You want to just pick. I'll pick this 101. Then it'll give you. It start laying this information out here on the right hand side. So then you want to come down here, and everybody notice that because it's single order, and I sold that put, it changed this to sell to open. It automatically put that in there. So I'm gonna do a limit order, and then the price. So if I do one contract, it should fill in the price. Come on. No. So I'll do, go back. Come on. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It normally fills in the price for you, so that you can, so that when you come down here and you fill in the price, it's typically just like you would fill in the other side. You just got to put in the price. I mean, we all advanced enough where I'll have to do it and hit the button just so you can see it. But I used to have to come in here and manually do it this way. So what I was just telling you, some day traders, right? They don't want to sell on the put side at all. They want to come right in here and get the business. So they want to do a covered call, and they don't own the stock yet, right? And we've all been taught you can't do a covered call on something that you can't cover. So you can't, if you can't cover a call on stocks you don't own. So I'll come in here, they'll come in here and they'll do the covered call. So it automatically throws an extra step in because they don't own the stock. They have to come in here. First, they have to buy 100. Then they have to sell to open to sell a covered call. And then they're going to select whatever strike price. So we're going to go May 8th. And it automatically populates this in here. The other part of how it used to be is, you notice on here, the premium is only $95. Okay, this is a weird thing, right? The premium on this screen does not represent the same premium that you are accustomed to seeing. So what this is, instead of them paying you the premium, they just take the premium out of your total cost up front.
Wow.
So instead of you paying, so we would have to pay, everybody follow me here. We would have to pay $9,885. So if the bid is $350, they're going to deduct that $350, and that's what they're going to take out of your account. That way you keep the $350. They never took it, and you gained it by never having to pay it. Follow me? And this is the way that I had to learn it, right? So I would always go into it thinking that I got raped, because I'm like, this don't make sense. But no, this is what you call a call write. Basically, I'm buying a stock and then I'm going to write an option all in one motion. That way you don't have to buy the stock, get the stock, then go and write the option. You can just do it in one fell swoop with one, just fill this out and it'll buy it and sell the option all at the same time. Did everybody see how I did that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So another way I used to try to train myself, right? Because I did, like I said, there was nobody to talk to. So I would come in here and play around. I'm gonna clear all this stuff out and I'm gonna show you, because we are gonna start getting into straddles and all that other stuff, right? And how simple they are. And the leverage of money is way different. But the gain is also restricted too. So we'll talk, and we're gonna slowly move into that. I just wanted to show, I'll cover calls and cash secured puts again next week, just to kind of wrap that up. And if anybody's got any questions before we do any other strategy, we're gonna kind of master that, get that beaten to the pavement, and then, keep you guys intrigued by a few other nice little tools. All right, so clear all this out. So the way that I had to teach myself, right, is just to see how things look when I change this stuff over here. So everybody knows what vertical is, right? Up and down. Okay, so the vertical is up and down. So when you sell a vertical, we're gonna do a vertical put spread on the vertical side of the house. So you do a vertical put spread and watch what happens over here to the screen. So how I taught myself what a vertical put spread is I have to buy to open something, which is on the ask side. Then I have to sell to open something. So I beat that in my head for weeks. Vertical spread is I have to buy something and I have to sell something. That's the spread. And so once you learn vertical put spread, you go in and say, okay, what's the strategy for that? How far away should I be from something in order to be successful with trading it, right? So I'll give you an example. As an example, we're gonna say Boeing, right? So I'm gonna use Boeing, and what I'm gonna do here, see if I can do one contract. Boeing. So what we're trying to accomplish here is, right, what I do is I'm gonna sell or open, say a 125, I'm gonna sell to open a 125 put, right? Mm-hmm. So we're all familiar with how to sell a put contract, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna write a contract on the put side. I'm gonna sell a 125 put, but then I'm going to purchase a 130 put. And what that does is, if Boeing drops below the 125, then the contract that I bought, if I had to buy it at 300, the closer the number falls to that bid asking price, the asking price for the put, the higher that premium becomes. So I'm buying one, I'm buying the put at a 120, and I'm selling a put, at a 125.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody may say, well, we know why we sold the 125, right? We never thought that the stock was going to drop to 125. That's why we sold the 125. We all agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to buy the insurance policy on that agreement. If I buy a 120 put, because what that tells the market, what that tells me is, if it falls below 125, the closer it gets to 120, the higher the number is, and I can buy that contract back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Delos, you lost me. Go back. So if you're selling to open a put contract at 125, right?
Yeah. Write it down, Chuck. Yep.
I got it. At 125.
Okay, draw your arrow. Because this is how I had to do it, Chuck. So 125, and you draw an arrow, and then draw your 120 below that, and draw the other arrow starting from the top arrow down to the 120. So you have two arrows, one gonna be longer than the other. Okay, but go ahead with your question.
So you sell to open a 125 put, right?
Uh-huh.
Then you buy to open. Is that a put or a call?
Or put.
Oh, so you buy to open a 120 then, right?
You're gonna buy to open the 120, correct? And you're gonna sell a 125.
Mhm.
And so all you're doing is buying yourself insurance just in case the stock immediately falls below the 125. You're still now your 125. You got paid your premium. You got paid a premium to sell to open.
Mhm.
You had to pay a premium to buy to open.
Mhm.
And now the difference of those two, the credit and the debit, becomes your premium.
It's like a stop loss.
It's like a stop loss, but the most you can make is the difference between
between
the debit and the credit,
which is $5,000.
which
No.
is no. So hold on, let's go to the screen. So let me do this, and I'll come back to this screen here. And this is to be expected, you all. This is not a one stop. This is not a one stop conversation. This is gonna continue. And this is why, and so I'm only covering this because this is a strategy. I never use it.
What is this? Is this the hedging? Oh, technically.
Yeah, for the most part, G. Exactly. You just hedging your position. All right, so everybody see the chain now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a step to this that's gonna blow everybody's mind. Because everybody's been spending 12,000 and all of that, right?
So yeah.
You could do one of these trades with just the premium paid and the premium bought. You don't have to do 12 grand. You can do $450, but you may only make $120. You may only make 50. We'll go through it right here. You're about to see it in live in effect. All right. So 125, right? Everybody see that?
Mhm.
So we saying, hey, we sell a put because we don't think Bourne's gonna drop below 125. That's what we started out with. That's what we started out learning, right? I'm gonna collect my premium and bag up as far as I can. So we'll stick to that. We'll stick to that concept right here. So we're not gonna do 125 because that's too near the money. So we'll come out here to 123, right? I'm trying to find a round number. So let's do the 122 strike, right? Let's do this 122, and we're going to get paid because we're selling to open the put. We're going to get paid $2.52. So $252 is what we're going to collect.
Right.
Okay.
So then we're going to bag up on this side and say, okay, well, I want to make sure that I get some insurance on this deal, and I'm gonna buy this 115 strike price for $90. So what ends up happening is when you place the trade, and when we go back to the screen, you'll see it. Now your net premium is going to be hold on.
252 minus 90.
252 minus 90. And so you're now going to collect 162 in premium. So let's go back and look how that, so typically that is pretty much all you can gain from that. Now the point why people kind of like that is they don't have to risk thousands of dollars to do that. And I'm gonna show you all this.
I thought you was gonna tell us we got that appreciation in between the two, but that ain't happening.
Nope. I wish.
But Delos, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
So if we did a put at the 122, that means we have to have 12.5, 12.2, right?
Nope, it's different. Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
Okay. So it's
Because
not-
you putting those two trades together.
So if you somebody coming in with a, a smaller amount, you can do these to build up.
What Jeanette just said is 1,000% why people use that strategy.
What did she say? I didn't hear what she said.
If you're coming in with, let's say, just the basic $2,000, you can use this to help build your premium.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
You have a lot of big guys. They don't do this type of strategy anymore. It's I didn't say it's not beneficial. It's just that they like fishing with the great whites. So we're gonna go back to a BA. We're gonna do that same trade we just looked at. And hold on, get out of that. And we're gonna do one contract. We're gonna buy one, and it automatically threw one in the sell side. So then we're gonna select the expiration. We're gonna do both of them for May 8th because they're verticals. And so we're gonna go here and so we're gonna take this back to the what was it, 121?
122.
It was 115.
115.
115, okay. 115, I think this one was gonna be 122, right?
122, yep.
All right. So basically, everybody know why you're gonna collect the 162 premium?
Right.
Because that's the difference in what you sold and what you bought. And I'm gonna come down here. Let's just go review order. So before we do that, let me move you over here. All right. So we're in BA, May 8th, 115, and the May 8th, 122. This is the bid and the ask.
Mhm.
This is the difference between the two numbers here.
So
Everybody follow
you paid
that?
$162.
Yep.
That's
And that's
this
the
down
difference
here.
in- Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on. Let's go review the order.
So you sent.
Did y'all are y'all there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
All right. So this is all it's gonna cost to make that trade.
So it's not costing you 237. I'm looking at the 115 and the 122.
No, the estimated total to put that trade on is 160.70 after they take their commission.
Commission
So
charge.
if I hit place order, I'll have this position in there, and it'll be under it'll be up under that vertical put spread, but that is the 160, but that is like worst case. Worst case is the premium that I just got paid. That's all I get.
Okay, so all you would get would be the 160.70, right?
No,
That's
that's what's going to be
worst
the
case scenario.
worst case scenario. So your gains, and we'll go through this, right? And I was gonna just start there and kind of let you all go and look at some of those vertical spread videos. And we can cover this again on Thursday and go into a little bit more detail. But on the surface, that's all you're doing. You're selling a call. I mean, you're selling a put, and you're buying a put. Just
Okay, and like say that's your premium there is the 160.70, right?
the
After
premium.
62.
Yeah, the premium was the net credit was at 162,
okay.
but the estimated total of the trade gonna cost you 160.70.
Okay, so that's that's the money you got to put at they're taking out for the.
That's what they're gonna take out of your
Okay.
account.
Okay.
Well, what will they, okay.
Delos, will they put a hold on the other money until the expiration date?
They are gonna put a hold on the money. And see, this don't show me though. Hold on, because maybe I should have walked you all through the trade, because this is actually the amount. When we and maybe I'll start there next time. We'll go through the other options chart, because this is deducting the money. This is basically them taking their portion out and not giving it to you, like on the last one I did, where they just don't take the money. So this is the total for the cost of that trade, but this is all you get. They just don't take the money out. Like this screen is a little different than the other ones. And I know I just threw out everybody. Like Gerald even said back, Gerald's like, shit, I'm down with this.
No, I'm totally with you. It's just that the next step is I'm a little bit confused on like.
No, it's meant to be
expire?
confusing.
Does this have to expire? Can I do this multiple times?
Yeah, you can do multiple contracts.
Mhm.
So back here, G is change order. Go back. Right back here, I can go in here and put 10 contracts.
Mhm.
But they are holding the seed money.
They are holding the seed money, but basically when you look at it from this view though, Jeanette, they don't give you the money. They actually only charge you the cost of the trade itself.
Yeah. That's why.
So
beneficial.
that's why I'm gonna go back to, when I talk about this on Thursday, because we got a late start, and I apologize for my technical difficulties, but I'm gonna go back to the regular options chain, and I'm gonna do a put vertical spread there, and it's gonna look like the screen you all have been used to seeing. Because this right here, this is how I learned. I taught myself, but I'll go back and go to the other options chart to do one, so that you can kind of see how it works. But there's limited gain, and that's why people they typically don't do it. But the money, they're not gonna hold, $12,000. They're only gonna hold a 1,620. But I'll let me see if I. Yeah, and see, this part over here is gonna show. It's just gonna show what they not taking out. So you won't actually see the money come into the account. You just won't see the cost of the trade, the total cost of the trade come out.
But my question would be, how much are you making on this, or are you making anything on it?
Basically, you're gonna have a set amount, and I'll have to dive into it, Chuck, because I really want to show a video. I just want to touch on it to get you guys because we'll dive into it a lot deeper, where all I'll talk about is the vertical put spread. And just keep in mind, yeah, because I know what you're saying. You want to know what you're gonna gain or what you can lose, and the whole spiel. And I'm not set up today to talk over that.
Okay.
I got started too late. I would go to it and let you guys have like a little recess, but I due to this, I don't know what happened to the computer. It worked fine yesterday. I was on the same laptop.
Yeah, we can just wait till Thursday. Thursday's fine.
Yeah. So what I want to show you all before we conclude, because it's already 7:17, is I signed up for this, you all, and I hope that you guys can go in here and do it too. So I gotta move you over here. Under this workshop, they have a see. Come on. Can you see the screen?
I see your name.
That's it, huh?
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on now. All right, screen share. Okay. All right, I got you back now. All right, so if you go to and I was gonna have everybody sign up for it. If you go to education and go to webcast, tomorrow they have a cash secured put class from 10:30 to 11:30 Eastern time. So they have these um, cover call classes, multi-leg option classes,
Mm.
uh, profitable based option strategies, intermediate. All you guys are probably going to be intermediate. Like I like these because it takes you all back over everything. I had one that I wanted you all to sign up for. Here it is right here. So this cash secured puts class, if you just click learn more right here, you scroll down, you can register for it, but it's tomorrow from 10 to 11:30. I think it'd be beneficial for you all to get in
It's
there.
PM. It said PM.
Yeah. But that's I mean, if you can stay woke, Gerald and Jeanette. I mean, it's Eastern time, so it's 9 to 10:30 for you, Dennis and myself, and Tony.
Sure.
Tony's in the Central too.
Yeah.
But it'd be a good seminar to sit in on. I know that's kind of late for Gerald and Jeanette though.
No, it's not.
Wake me up, bro.
Okay.
You know, drilling them like old people, man.
I know they can't hang.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna get in there tomorrow just to see what they're talking about. Like I say, I became a nerd about it. So any little thing, something they have going on, I kind of keep straight on it. But it'd be good for a few people to listen to. I'm not sure who all might be ready. Carmisha maybe from yesterday's call, but you can probably send this out to them, and they just go on the education button and go to I'll go back
Webcast.
webcast and scroll down.
You passed it up. There it is.
I did.
Options. Right there.
Okay, right here. Yep, go in there. Hit the
Learn more.
hit the learn more button, and then come down here and register. I already got my register up. And I was gonna go ahead and just get registered myself right now. And it'll send you an email.
Okay. That's good.
Uh-oh. And just confirm. So I'll get a confirmation sent to my email. I'll use that to log into the webcast. I think it'd be good for everybody to just get yourself right back into the cash secure puts. Then we'll all go take the call side again, and then we'll just keep doing that and drag other people into some of those little domains as you see fit. So just one last thing, and I'm gonna let you all go. I printed this off. I'm trying to
Door.
did you do yours, Chuck? You're on mute.
You're on mute.
You're
Oh,
on,
sorry. Somebody was at my front door. Y'all go ahead.
okay. I'm gonna try to send this. When you go into the workshop, right? They do these little follow alongs. Basically, you print these off, and I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit with you all. you might want to get a second screen, get you a spot in the house where you can kind of pin stuff up on like a little board, so you can kind of keep everything in one spot. I know that was a big part of my my dismay. Was I was in 2 or 3 different rooms. I had papers laying in other rooms. I could never find what I was looking for when I needed it. So I had to get kind of one spot. And now I kind of use the laptop. I do a lot of Excel stuff that I leave on like a page just so I can, you know, keep everything. But upstairs in the hallway, when I have to learn a new strategy or something, I do go upstairs. I have 3 screens upstairs that I use, and I trust me, I use all 3 of them. I have to have all 3 of them up when I'm learning. I'm trying to read something, play a video, and follow along in the platform to see if I could figure it out. So it is very useful. I'm not gonna say 3 or 4 screens you need, but you may need another screen so you can have 2 things up side by side. And you don't have to keep going in and out of stuff like that. But just get you a little section of the house. I see Tony look like he in a broom closet or something down in Texas. That's a nice spot to be. But he looks like Dennis got his little section. Chuck is, I'm not sure what Chuck's doing ever. But yeah, check out that class and tell me what you all think. I'll be on there myself.
I'm registering for the class now. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay, Chuck, good for you.
Delos, run through that one more time. How do you get to it?
Oh, okay. All right. So on your main screen there, you're gonna go to education.
Got it.
Then you're gonna go to webcast.
Got it.
And then under webcast, you're just gonna scroll down and find the option strategy. So they got cover calls. They got let me see. Did I just click off of it? Yeah. Hold on. So you're gonna
Cash secure puts. Okay.
yeah, you're just gonna go to cash secure puts.
I got it.
Yeah, and you want to register, and they'll send you an email when the class starts, so you can get in there and kind of start listening from the get go and follow along. Now there is this thing, right? So let me do this because I want everybody to see it, and then I'm gonna try to watch a movie with the wife before she goes to sleep on me. Right here. Did I pass? Nope. All right, so that you're ready for the class, when they say learn more, and this is part of being set up, right? Like a business, get your laptop, your printer, and make sure it all works and all that. Because right here in this class, they tell you to go ahead and get prepared and look through this stuff, right? So I think right here, well, nope, that's not it. I guess they're going to give the material out in the class because that's how I got this. I'm not sure where I downloaded this from, but this is just some option strategy stuff. This is something that they had. It's a workbook of like 109 pages. You don't necessarily have to print it off, but you could put it on a thumb drive and label it so you can always use it and pull it up to just go do some quick hit stuff. I learned a lot too that some of these videos, they don't target the specific question you may be looking for. You know, you may Google a question, you get close, right? You may get close enough to understand the rest of it or figure it out. But some of these classes they're closer to the pulse. So they got some good information coming from some professional people that will help you out in a time of need when you're just trying to get a question answered and you don't want to have to watch 9-minute videos or 100 hour-long videos just to get to what you can just go in here and I'm gonna see if I can send this to everybody. Says
Do they ever archive any of these, Delos?
You do say what?
Do they ever archive any of these?
They're okay. So good question, Dennis. They do archive these. And when you go in here, let's see. Okay, education, webcast. And so there used to be a drop. So there it is. It's gonna archive webcast.
Yeah.
So you just click that right there.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then it'll pull up all the archive webcasts. So, I mean, they got stuff for all kind of traders, but you just scroll down. You can put in keywords. You can pick by instructor if you like a certain instructor. These were some of the technical classes that I took, where they try to show you how to recognize a support bounce and all that stuff. Like I said, I took so much stuff. I read so much stuff. All of it wasn't needed. I found out later that a lot of it I didn't ever want to do because it just overcomplicated what all I was trying to achieve. So I was like, that's a roundabout way to do what I can just do right here. Yeah, I have to leverage more money, but I don't have to put up nowhere near the time and effort it takes to try to track this other stuff. And I'm like, it's just too much. You know, you can't, even the experts get it wrong. And when I realized that, I just say, well, I'm just gonna, I found my little niche. You know, Chuck's buying gold now. He'll probably be buying silver. Then he'll probably be living with me after that because he found his niche. His niche is living with me because he's buying gold and silver.
Did you get it from this guy named Rumpelstiltskin?
Hey, Chuck gonna be buying crude oil next week.
Laugh at me if you will.
And pork bellies.
Hey, Chuck gonna be buying lean hog commodities next week.
That's right. Yeah.
Look, I already bought Beyond Meat, so what's next?
So you doing Forex already, Chuck?
No, man.
You're not doing Forex?
Staying in the guardrails, man. I'm staying in my lane.
Yeah, but you can go in here and watch some of these archive videos. This is really good plane material, right? I know. I mean, we talking about planes like we're gonna be on one, but that won't be too soon. But this is like good. You know, go sit in a bathtub and just cut. You know, put some Epsom salt in there and just put this earbuds in because I think you can just listen to it. Leave your laptop out, you know, outside the tub and put your earbuds in and let it play. You know what I mean? But I just
in the tub with you, Delos.
no, I don't know about that. I got a tub for you though, Chuck. But outside of that, man, we're gonna dig into put vertical spreads, heavy next week.
Okay.
But
Sounds
I
good.
got I'll show you that homework you was asking me about too, splitting your screen next week. Or whenever you got 5 minutes, it's a quick deal.
hey, so you know how to split it up?
Yeah, you can split it
Four
up.
ways? Did you like it when you found it?
Yeah, I like that. And then another way you can move that volume and let it bleed in right underneath your, right on top of your RSI. So
Yeah.
the bleed in with your SMA makes your screen look a little easier to see.
Man, could you imagine just what was it, a month and like a week or so ago? The terminology that you all are using today. It's crazy to just see how fast like that happened, man. We talking about hey G, we 5 weeks in, we talking about vertical put spreads.
How about it?
I was like 10 months when they showed me that, I was like, I'm done. I'm like, I need y'all to slow down. But no, it's amazing, man, how fast y'all are, and actually showing other people too. That's amazing.
Yeah, everybody was appreciative. I talked to a lot of folks, man. They were appreciative of you, you know, getting on and saying something there. And I think it kind of cleared a lot of their minds on what they were doing. And after they saw how you know, been through it and stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I'll continue to get on. Like I said, we may be able to just I know we can talk with Dennis, but we may be able to blend everybody into the one call or the 1 day a week and just have it like an hour and a half, and then give everybody a few hours a week back. Saying that we all text anyway and do all that, but once you see like a Iron Condor and how they're so much similar, all these So if a vertical put spread, right? So you don't get confused. You got a vertical call spread. You got a vertical put spread. It's all the same nonsense. You're just doing it on one side of the house or the other. I don't really care for it. A lot of people, like Jeanette said, with small accounts, that's how they get started. I don't care for it. Never really been a fan of that. So that's why I didn't take a whole lot of time to try to learn it, the ins and out. And that's why I say I have to go get the video myself, because that's not something that I practice or spent a whole lot of time on. So that's why I can't just at the drop of a dime go, okay, here, let me explain it all. I don't use it.
Yeah.
I
Well, it's
just
good
want you to know.
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know that it exists.
Yeah.
And to at least have the base knowledge of how it looks when you see it. But you know, you may or may not ever use it, but at least you know what it is. You're not gonna get over talked in a room. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. When people bring it up, you know, we know what it is and can relate to it and stuff. Yeah. So
yeah,
and
you just want to be able to relate to it, you know,
Yeah.
and go, okay, that's, you know, I like the look, you know, but I like the money on the other stuff. But yeah, so
Don't be judgmental. Oh, you building your account, huh? Okay.
yeah, yeah, you could at least say something back. You know what I mean? You have to look at there, and go, what is he talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's good to know. It's good to know the terminology.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if people, because you get in the room, I'm gonna let y'all go after this, but you get in the room, right? And I had a guy walk up to me and start talking about this stuff right here, the intraday Fibonacci trading. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about, and he probably figured that I didn't know, but I'm like, it's just another tool, man. It doesn't give me any more information than the damn RSI. So I'm like, why you trying to sit here and talk fancy?
Yeah.
What are you gaining from that I can't gain from RSI? Just tell me.
I was about to say, a lot of people like that Fibonacci. Matter of fact, that's one of the screens that they put up when you split your screen 4 ways.
Fibonacci.
They put that Fibonacci up there. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I guess that's for day traders.
Yeah, and you'll see Fibonacci cool. Man, I'm telling you, in about a year and a half, Tony gonna be giving this class by himself to us. Cause it's like one of them things, man. It's like, don't know one person know it all. I've had stuff that Jim Cramer had recommended, and I bought it in a month later. I'm like, what in the hell did I just do? You know, he's supposed to be the master.
Right.
So it's
Grain of salt.
yeah, man. You just do your analysis, man. Public sentiment. Make sure ain't no big news coming out that's gonna move it one way or the other, and stay solid, man. And you know, brace yourself back for enough and collect your money, man, and move on. Lead the smart people to the smart people, and the mediocre to the mediocre.
Yeah.
I consider myself mediocre.
Like I was telling Gerald today, yeah, I need to keep up with the earnings reports and dividends and stuff. And I didn't know Wayfair had their earnings today.
Did y'all see what they did?
Yeah, they shot up $30 today, man.
$37 in one day.
Yep.
Wayfair.
A lot of it was pre-market too.
Right. And so what I did find out, you all, you can buy individual stocks pre-market.
Okay.
You can't trade options pre-market or post.
Okay.
But man, what an incredible day they had.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Their meeting went really well.
It did.
Yeah, did you all listen to it?
Yeah, we got on it.
So how do you all like those meetings?
I thought it was pretty professionally done, man. They had a structure. Their balance sheet was tight. And the way that they did it, they gave you a lot of comfort. Because they reckon back to when the housing market dropped and blew up.
2008.
They said we've been here, done that.
They're
We
prepared.
prospered back then.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So they were saying we're 100% at home. Everybody's good.
So how many people added Wayfair to their watch list?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think everybody had it. Yeah.
Yeah, we were in it.
Yeah.
And so were you able to hear the questions that they let people ask those guys in the room?
Yeah.
So does that give you comfort, right? When you say, hey, you can be close that's how close you can be to the action right there.
Mhm.
You would have never thought you'd be listening to any of them guys talk in a room like
No.
directly to an investor.
That was the head cheese, bro. They had the
Yeah.
CFO, the CEO. They had everybody. They had lined them up. They had
Yeah.
one Haji dude. I could barely understand him, but he was talking dollars. I was like, go ahead.
Yeah.
A lot of the analysts too are recommending or saying their stocks going to get up to about 175.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
And
did go up to 175.
What's
Yeah.
that?
It went up to 175.
Up to date and it dropped back down?
yeah, now Beyond Meat, they did theirs after hours, so I imagine they still is. They did okay too, because.
Oh,
But
okay.
Gerald,
So we all rolled out of it, Delos. I mean,
I saw the text coming through.
Chuck, we
It was
rolled, Tony
fine.
rolled out.
Yeah.
Hey, Gerald. So I had to tell Chuck, right? I'm like, Chuck, you do your fundamental analysis? He was like, oh yeah. He said, so do Beyond Meat sell steaks? I go, no, Chuck, that's a vegetarian place. I thought you did the damn analysis. Like, you gonna ask me, do a vegetarian company sell steak? That's when I said, oh shit. I said, I'm gonna have to take Chuck off to the side. I'm gonna have to go back to Chuck's house. Me and Chuck gonna have to sit in the back door.
Chuck, think about them ribs, man.
That's what I said. He said, do they sell steaks? I go, no, Chuck, they do that like the Impossible Burger, man.
Hey,
Chuck,
boy,
Chuck,
you got jokes like Gerald, man. I don't know about y'all, man.
Chuck was getting ready to call him up and order half a cow, man.
That's what he's about to do, man. Chuck say they got real.
Chuck at the earnings meeting. Chuck at the earnings meeting asking about real meat.
Hey, can y'all see me flipping y'all off?
Yeah. It say Beyond Meat, Chuck. They done went Beyond Meat,
Not we are meat.
not wearemeat.com.
Hey,
Chuck
y'all
say they
forgot
sell.
we recording this, man. We recording this. Stop.
Chuck say, Delos, do they sell steak? I said, I don't think so.
Delos, go watch your movie with your wife.
Yes.
All right, man. Hey, I'll tell it y'all Thursday.
All right,
I
y'all.
can't believe
All right,
y'all
everybody take-
recording this, man.
All right. Love you,
All
Chuck.
right.
Why ain't y'all pause it, Gerald?
I'll see y'all
Chuck.
Bye.
Impossible Burger, Chuck.